Good morning, everyone. It's me, Mr. Bates. So this week you will be working on editing your manifesto based on your feedback, adding any evaluations that you may feel necessary, and you will also have to write or finish or compile your works cited list, which under other systems is known as a bibliography. Okay, we're going to be using the MLA format, and MLA is commonly known as author page. Okay, and I made a video like this in the past, but I would like to make another to update you with some information, give you a couple of hints and tips, and based off what I've seen so far, what we need to work on and where you guys might need a little more clarity. Okay, so off we pop. Okay, the first thing we're going to look at is a basic book format, and we're going to look at in two types of citation. Okay, so for any source you use, you need to do two citations. You need to do one in-text citation, and that goes in brackets after the quote, and you also need to do a works cited entry. Okay, and that goes at the end of your work. Okay, and that goes in alphabetical order of last name. Okay, so how does that work in practice? Okay, so I am currently reading Plato's The Republic, and I want to quote from the first page. Okay, and it goes, I went down to the Piraeus. I spell that right? Aeius. A sync with Glaucon. Okay, and we need to put the author and the page in an in-text citation. Okay, so Plato, hope you know who he is, and this is on page 3. So it just goes just like that, author, page. Okay, I might want to also say something like this: Plato in the Republic goes to the Piraeus with his friend Glaucon. Okay, and you will notice I have paraphrased the actual quote. And because I have mentioned Plato here, I don't need to mention him again in the in-text citation. What I do need to put is the page number still. Okay, just like that. So Plato, because I've mentioned it there, or whoever your author is, goes there. Alright, and I put the page number in brackets afterwards. So every time you use a quote, you need to put the author's last name followed by the page number in which you found it, if it has one, in brackets. Okay? And Plato, if you mention the author in the sentence and you paraphrase, then you still need to mention the page number about where you got it. Okay? Now, you're probably thinking there are loads and loads of variations and things you can think of that are exceptions to this rule. Okay? I'm going to show you a trick to work out how to do those that involves me not telling you how to do it. Okay? Before we do that, we are going to look how to do a works cited entry for a book. Okay? And this is part of the trick too. Actually, this is the trick. The main trick I'm going to show you to find out how to cite stuff, and maybe you've already found it already, is this. Okay? You're going to go into Google. You're going to go how to cite book, and we are using the MLA format. So you just put how to cite book MLA, okay? And 9 times out of 10, you're going to be taken to this, okay? This will probably be your first source, first answer it will give you, okay? owl.purdue.edu, and you go on that, and you click on it, and it will take you to where you need to go, okay? So it tells you a basic book format for works cited lists here, okay? And my cheating tip, so I don't have to remember everything, I just copy and paste the basic format into my works cited list as follows. Okay, and I don't have to go looking backwards and forwards to remember what it is. Okay, Plato, like Madonna or Sting, only has one name, so we're just going to put in Plato there. And the title of the book, you will notice, goes in italics. And I know from looking at this book that it was published in London, Great Britain. Miss it sometimes, you know. Publisher was Penguin Classics. And its publication date, which you can usually find on the inside cover or in the first couple of pages. Publication date for this, and you only need to give the year. Okay, it's 2007. And when you're looking at that, you're looking at the most recent date on those lists of dates that you can find usually on the first couple of pages. Okay, so Plato, The Republic, London, Penguin Classics, 2007. Alright, so this is what my works cited list looks like. This is what my in-text citation looks like. And you need to make sure you do that for each of your respective sources. Okay, now one of the most common sources or types of sources that you guys seem to be using is the website or a website. That is absolutely fine. Okay, we live in the 21st century. Let us embrace it. So you might come across a web page that doesn't have an author. Okay, so how do you cite that? Well, to be honest, I don't know. So I'm going to just do this. How to cite web page, no author, MLA. And lo and behold, here is Al Purdue, MLA works cited, electronic sources. Okay. And you can probably go a page on a website. Okay. And this one, for example, does not have an author. So you'll notice that the name of the page goes in straight away. Okay, you just skip the author. And you would put that also in your in-text citation. Okay, if you're on the MLA, on the Purdue website, you'll notice that there's a big list of things here. Okay, if you're looking for more detail on in-text citations, you just go on this one. And I might search. If you haven't worked out already how to search a web page, just go Command F or Control F and then type in what you need to see, because it changed my life. Okay, so web page, and okay, so I've found electronic sources here. Electronic sources may include web pages and online news or magazine articles. Okay, and if you read it in the second paragraph, it says, if the title of the article was not named in the sentence, as in you didn't paraphrase it, and you just use a direct quote, an abbreviated version would appear in a parenthetical citation at the end of the sentence. So at the end of the sentence, at the end of the quote you've used from a web page that doesn't have an author, you would put in brackets a shorter name of the article. Okay, in this case, I might just put MLA in-text citations in brackets, and that would lead me to the right place in the works cited list. Okay, so to repeat, if you are citing a web page that doesn't have an author, you put the name of the web page, the title of the web page, in brackets after the quote. Okay? To recap, you must, for each source you use an in-text citation in brackets after the quote and a works cited entry at the end of your work in alphabetical order of last name. There are two examples of how that might look if you're using a direct quote or if you're using a paraphrase. And then this is what it would look like in the works cited list. And remember, Google something like how to cite X in MLA. And you are looking for usually Purdue Owl. Okay? That's pretty much all I have to say to you. Good luck, Godspeed, ask any questions.